of 1999, the Indian Army found itself fighting a high altitude war on the icy peaks of Kargil. The enemy had taken over fortified positions to look at the national highways. To take those peaks back, Indian commanders wanted a very basic but critical piece of data: the GPS coordinates of the enemy positions. At that time, India did not have its own satellite navigation system. So, the government reached out to the United States for their global positioning data, but the response? A very polite but firm refusal. So, the data was withheld. India had the courage, the men, the artillery, but in the most critical moment of time, the foreign supply chain of information was cut off. It was a brutal wake up call. India realized that independence was just an illusion if someone else had the remote control to your security. Well, that single refusal is the reason India built NAVIC, NAVIC, our own domestic satellite navigation system. Most people think that self reliance means building a fortress, stopping all the imports, and locking up all the doors. But Kargil has taught us that isolation is not the goal. It has a deeper meaning that if you don't hold the capability in the sectors which are crucial to your survival, your sovereignty belongs to someone else. This is not just a military story, it's an economic one. Fast forward 21 years to 2020, a global pandemic hits. Suddenly, the world faces a massive domino effect. The factories shut down, the shipping lines freeze, and countries pull up their drawbridges to prioritize their own people. And India, proudly known as the pharmacy of the world, can manufacture millions of medical doses, but the major raw materials, the APIs, are stuck behind the closed borders. If those ingredients don't ship, our hospitals run dry. Now let's take a look at the semiconductors. Every guided missile, fighter jet, medical ventilator, and communication grids, all these things are built upon these tiny silicon chips known as semiconductors. Now, even a single conflict or sanction stop the supply chain, the entire modern industry stops. That is why the rush to build these semiconductors assembly lines at home is not a commercial project, it is a digital shield. Now let's talk about the energy security. A country's economy runs on power. Now when we solely rely on importing crude oil from all the volatile regions of the world, the country's economy relies on the mercy of the global shock. So true self-reliance is not declining the crude oil from other countries. It's aggressively building our own solar energy, our wind farms and hydrogen networks, so that the energy crisis half a way across the world cannot turn off the lights at our home. But here is where most of the people make a massive mistake. Whenever they hear about the global vulnerabilities, they shout, "That's it! Cut off the world, stop all the trade." But that is not the solution. But isolation is not strength, it's financial suicide. So, no major economy can survive as an isolated island. The United Nations imports important minerals, the China imports energy. True security is a delicate balance, it's strategic autonomy. You build a steel wall across all your critical sectors at home, like defense, the microchips, while actively spreading global trades across all the trusted partners. You diversify so well that no single nation ever holds enough leverage to force your hand.